Coming to you straight from the heart of Hollywood, California, welcome to the Early Late Night Show. Here's your host, Dixie D'Amelio.
Hello everyone, it's Dixie D'Amelio and welcome back to the Dixie D'Amelio Early Late Night Show. Got it. Today we have a very special guest. I'm pretty sure he is the biggest Dixie stan ever. And Barstool guy, pizza review guy, and star on the BFFs podcast, Dave Portnoy. I think that's how you say his name? Come on out. Woo!
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah.
Where am I sitting?
Sit.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's up?
Hey. So it's Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, you butchered it on purpose because I say your last name's wrong, right?
Yeah.
D'Amelio. I always get it wrong.
Yeah, how do you say it?
I said D'Amelio, but I do that. I just get everyone's name wrong. So
I mean, yeah.
I'm not good at names in general. And then you called me on your podcast, Portbelly.
Yeah.
But you were nice after, but people didn't know whether you were being serious. A lot of times people don't know whether I'm being serious.
Yeah, sarcasm is not taken well on the internet.
Or TikTok specifically.
Oh, yeah, not at all.
Like, I wore the shirt because I've been trying to get you to come on our podcast, which, by the way, you've said no to. Or you haven't said no, you haven't agreed to it. And even before, I was just told, like, you were afraid to ask me on here because you haven't come on mine.
Yeah.
But now you've agreed to it.
Yes.
Do you ever look around? Like, this set is bananas.
It's crazy. I mean, especially, like, we started in my living room and now we're doing this, but I love it. It's fun.
I mean, yeah, so I've been doing what I've been doing for like 2 decades. Like, I know your parents know, like Erica, our CEO, and all that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have one camera guy I roll around with, like, and that's how we do it in here. So I did like Seth Meyers. This is more elaborate than like Seth Meyers. You have like a full-blown, when you first asked me, I thought we were doing a Zoom. That's how out of the loop. I'm like, yeah, of course I'll do it. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, you gotta be in LA in like 10 minutes. Like, what? Yet I'm here, which says something about the poll.
I do everything kind of like go with the flow. I'm very fast moving, but I was like, you know what, let me do something serious. And just, I want to make this, like, this was fun in an accident, but
This is serious?
yeah, it's pretty serious now. I mean,
Did you pick the whole set?
yeah,
Are you lying?
no.
Did you write this card that I got out? Because I thought, is this your handwriting right here? Dave, you are my BFF. Thanks for coming on the show. Or did you just sign it? You just signed it. That was the most obvious, like, oh, I'm just going to whip it.
I wrote some. Okay,
Who did you write? Am I allowed to say guest? Is that giving
Yeah.
it away? Did you write Haley's?
I wrote 2 for Haley, and then I
So
kept
you
messing them up.
You did write hers, and then like one of these dudes back here wrote this one, and you just signed it.
I mean, I signed it. You could sell that.
Well, that was very sweet of you to sign it. Thank you for doing that. That definitely carries a lot of weight. No, I knew. I mean, honestly, the handwriting doesn't even look close to like what the signature looks like. So it's pretty much a dead giveaway.
You do the podcast with Josh.
Mm-hmm.
How did that, like, did you just know, like, being in the TikTok world would help?
Well,
you,
your
or-
family's like directly involved in how that came about. So
Oh.
yeah, so Little Huddy, who I think is an outrageous dresser, but we want him on BFFs too,
Mm-hmm.
used to date Charlie, right? Now, people think I know more about TikTok than I do, and so if I got my knowledge right, they got in a fight. And I am on Twitter, like Twitter is what I use a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Their fight spilled out into Twitter.
Yes.
And I was basically saw it. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I didn't understand it. And I was like, can somebody explain this to me? Josh reached out to me. He's like, do you want to do an Instagram live? And I'll explain what's going on. Because I think this is where I always got to remind myself, don't get too involved in like drama that's half your age because you're going to look like a creep show. But I did get involved. So I guess Little Huddy had beef with Josh. We did a live stream. And I really liked them. It like clicked. We got
Yeah.
along, and that spurred. It's like, hey, maybe we should do a podcast. We've just kind of found our way. And now, I don't know. Like, I know you're not doing as much on the TikTok, but I've sort of become the center of, I feel like, the country. I'm not in it, but I can ask. I'm very direct. I'm a blunt person. So when people come on, I just ask really direct questions.
I mean, it's because no one's going to be like, cancel him to you because you don't care.
They will try to cancel. I don't care. Like, we
So
stand behind it. Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. I mean, you're probably the only person that could do that with like getting involved, but
Yeah,
isn't
and
actually.
it's just like, I mean, you guys are such big stars. I don't even know. Like, Charlie was actually in our office, and I had no idea who she was when she came in, and everyone was kind of freaking out. I'm like,
Yeah,
who is this person?
I was there.
What is TikTok, actually? You were there too?
Yeah, I didn't have that many followers then.
You hadn't started yet.
Yeah, I mean a little.
I didn't know you were in our office.
Yeah, we both came together.
Did you make TikToks?
We did a bunch, yeah.
I know you did the dance. We had like a little team doing it. And then I saw videos of you guys at a mall, and it was like the Beatles were there. And from my perspective, like more on the business side, it's like we better very much pay attention to whatever it is you guys are doing, which I don't know if you guys have figured out. I don't know if I figured out, but I mean, it's huge. You got, and now you have people like me, you know, being like, all right, we got to figure out what they're doing, their audience. You literally have no time because your crew, by the way, asked us. So we've been trying to get you to do BFFs, right? They're like, nope, she doesn't have time. It's like, well, I'm coming to LA to do her show. Maybe she can squeeze out like half an hour. Nope, no time, no time. We get a call yesterday. It's like, if you can show up in 10 minutes, she'll do it. It's like, if I have an ounce of pride, I can't come do this. When it's like, just show up, hey, Dave, like jump. It's like, how high? Like, how busy are you?
Very busy. There's not many free days, and then like if I do have a free day, it's like doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. I don't count that as a free day, but like the only reason I had free time yesterday is because someone canceled on the show.
Right. Someone canceled, and you're like, oh, who can we fill it?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, Dave, we can do the, like, come along later. So what's like the favorite thing that you do? Like this, what?
Right now, this is obviously fun, but we only do this 2 days a month, so it's going to be pretty easy. And then music is just kind of...
Oh, yeah. I saw that. You're like the 10th most requested, all of you guys. Now, do you look at that? Do you look at it like competitively at all?
I don't. And not in like a cocky way. I just think we all have our... There's not only going to be one singer. There's not only one dancer in the world. I personally, and I talked about this with Charlie, we've never been competitive, and we've always...
You and Charlie?
No. We never have done the same things because like we didn't want to ruin our friendship and relationship as sisters. So now that we're like, okay, everyone else sees it as a competition, should we?
I've never seen you two. Maybe that's because everything I've seen, it seems like you guys get along. Like, I haven't seen any tinge of that.
Yeah, but like growing up, like she did dance, I did like team sports and things like that. I played field hockey and track.
Got it.
Yeah, so we just kind of both did our own things. When she started TikTok, I wasn't doing dances because that's her thing, so my thing was like not being a dancer.
Yeah.
Just kind of to make it even. But like I think art could be for everyone. I don't see a competition really.
See, I'd want to kill everybody else. They're like, it's like, oh, because you guys are all kind of TikTok star and it's into other stuff. I don't know, but that's me. I'm like I would think an East Coast person too, maybe a little bit.
So how did you get started in like social media? So like before it even started, basically.
Yeah, so I just wanted to start my own company, basically. So Barstool Sports was a newspaper. It was just I'd hand it out outside of subway stations. It was all like sports, gambling, had nothing to do with anything else, and just as different like social media. So we jumped from actually MySpace dating. Do you even know what that is?
I was not around for that.
Yeah, that makes me feel like gross. So we did that. Then we went to Facebook, Instagram. Now I guess TikToks are the big ones. But just, you know, and people know us different ways. They may know our main channel. They may know me. They may know pizza reviews. They can know any number of ways. So it's just been going around. Like, this is the new thing. That's why we're doing TikTok. That's why, like, Josh is trying to get our audience, which is a little bit older, and we wanted his audience, which is younger.
I was actually talking to this kid from my high school 2 days ago, and he's like a high school kid, like doesn't really care about TikTokers, but he was like, I started watching the BFFs podcast, and I actually thought Josh was cool and not like
we've made
as weird
him,
as he,
because there's a general, and I'd kind of be the same way. If I was like in high school, I'd be, these TikTokers stink. Like I call them wiggle dickers. Like they're just sit and wiggle their in front of a mirror, and it's like, go play sports or something. Like, what are you doing? Like, you get stuck in a locker in my day. Like we did, it's like that kid stinks. Now it's like a career, so it's just totally different. We want to get involved, but Josh, a lot of people say it because he's smart and you get to see a different side of him rather than just making strange faces like at a camera. And that's even, I remember when you guys were breaking, people would show me like the Charlie, and it's like, she's a good dancer, I get it, but like I don't know what else is going on, and yet it's like a bazillion views, and it's a different world that we're just trying to get a hold on.
Yeah.
Do you think TikTok's going to be around? Like what do you think is happening with that?
I mean, it's just going to go in phases. I don't see it disappearing, but I do think that over time, like when quarantine first started, it was insane.
Yeah, that's when it like popped off.
That's when like I gained like 30 million followers
which is insane.
Yeah.
Like, I actually thought the numbers are fake when I first saw it. It's like, there's like more people on TikTok than like in the United States.
No,
I
I
didn't
know.
understand how it was working.
Yeah.
But
I
clearly.
was like gaining 100,000 on Instagram a day. Like, it was crazy.
How many do you have on Instagram now?
Like 23.
You know, I got in trouble, by the way, speaking of the Instagram, like, because people don't get jokes, like, we're sarcastic, but when I wore the Dixie Stand shirt, people, like, thought I was trying to hit on you. They're like, oh, yeah, it's so creepy, you're old. It's like, dude, I know I'm old. It's
I
like
thought that was so funny. Like, I thought it was funny, but I was just so scared to come on the podcast where I was like,
what did you think we were going to ask? I always see that was my vibe on you. It's like, oh, she's like, because you were knowing when I was trying to be funny and like going back and forth a little bit. So I'm like, she'll totally kill it on this.
I just didn't want to get in trouble because when
By
I start
who?
talking, I can.
So you want your own,
When
you're
I was
like
still,
the old
I
KGB.
didn't.
Here. You want to control the narrative. Who's your dream guest for this show? Or have you already had them? Like, who did you grow up being like, oh, that's my celebrity?
Like, well, I was a fan. Well, I grew up like on Disney, so like Miley Cyrus.
Have you met her yet?
No, I haven't. But big fan. Lil Uzi is my all-time favorite person, like ever.
Have you met that person?
No.
Why not? Can't you meet anybody you want? Just be like, hey, all these million people, go get them.
I've DM'd him. I tell everyone that like I
Ghost?
meet. He hasn't answered. I've been DMing him since
Respect.
like 2018. Yeah.
Good for him. That, like, I actually give that mad. Like, he doesn't, that means he just doesn't care.
No,
Not about you, but like, he's like, I don't care about like getting new audience or anything,
yeah.
right?
But I FaceTimed him once, but I like fangirled and then embarrassed myself. And I don't fangirl over anyone. Like, I don't care. I'll be really
What do you
calm.
mean you FaceTime?
I was like, oh, I was
Like, you need a phone number to do that.
no, I was with Meek Mill and he FaceTimed him.
Oh, just casual. Name drops all over the place, whatever.
And he FaceTimed him. He was like, oh my God, I love you. And then I just was really embarrassed. If more
What's
than
up
one.
with the hair look here? Is that like the like kind of Mickey Mouse type situation?
I just,
Is that
I was trying to be the gummy
look?
bear. Like with the ears.
The set is awesome.
Thank you. Let's talk about the pizza review.
Yep.
I actually found out about you from that years ago.
Did you know? So you knew who I was before, like, okay, yeah.
I actually didn't connect it when you came on, when you started working with Josh, and then someone's like, oh, pizza review. Oh, because you went to my favorite restaurant ever,
Which is?
bar in New Haven, Connecticut.
I just lost a lot of respect for you.
Wow. And I saw that review and I was like, you're insane because you liked Pepe's better, and I don't agree.
I don't even know how to react to this.
No.
Sally's is by far the best in New Haven. Pepe's Modern argue for 2-3. Bar
Is the best pizza in New Haven, Connecticut. And I'll stand by that.
That's factually incorrect.
It's not. It's
Factually.
so good.
Like, it'll get dark tonight. There's nobody in the universe who agrees. And by the way, Bar's not bad. New Haven's the pizza capital of the world. It has the best pizza. But to say Bar is one that is a crazy town.
Have you ever eaten there? Like,
I just did the review.
Just the review, okay.
But I mean, I don't even, that would be like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what that would be. I don't even know. It would be like going to getting a great hamburger, be like McDonald's is better. I'm like close to taking the microphone. It's like you just can't say that's better than Sally's and Pepe's.
I actually haven't tried Sally's.
Sally's is spectacular. You like the crazy toppings?
Yeah. I get like
Bar
mashed potatoes, like shrimp, lemon.
Do not cut that out. So
It's
mashed
so
potatoes
good.
on pizza.
Have you tried it?
No, but that's a totally different thing. That's your like
But the
screwing up
pizza itself is good.
with mashed potatoes on it.
That's one of the toppings. Just yeah.
Okay. You can't get mashed potatoes on pizza like anywhere else. So you like the gimmick of it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Your gimmick pizza. Fine. I can live with that.
So speaking of pizza reviews, we are going to do our own pizza review. We have the place, so let's go.
All right. And disregard your score, I guess. Like, pizza places do get very nervous when I show up.
You're like the Gordon Ramsay of pizza.
We can change like a pizza place's life. Not negatively, but if we give a good review, it literally changes it. So a lot of times they won't give me the pizza. They'll put it back in the oven and cook it again.
Really?
Yeah, they get very nervous. Okay, pizza review time. We're at Pizza Nista. You actually said you followed the pizza reviews before you blew up and before you know what it was. So how we do it, one bite. score it 0 through 10. We saved this place for you. Your crew, you, whoever recommended it. So here you go. You take a piece and you just eat it, score it. Do you have a favorite pizza place? Oh, you told.
Bar Pizza in New Haven, Connecticut.
All right, Pizzanista, one bite, everybody knows the rules. See what we got. In this case, you're my guest, so you'd go first.
Scoring
to
it?
score. Yep, 0 through 10.
I'd give it like a 6.
Rookie score with the round number 6. You're hard. That's a harsh score. I'm gonna go. It's very basic, doughy pizza, but good. Like kind of on a football style, which for me that just means like the most basic any place you can go. I'm gonna go 7-1. Like I think it's pretty good stuff.
Oh, you do decimals.
That's why it's a rookie. And everyone who watches me is gonna be like, you sold us out by getting a rookie. So who did a rookie score the other day? Oh, Josh did too. The TikTokers.
We do
The
rookie
TikTokers
scores.
are rookie scores.
Well, now I'm scared because I rated the pizza wrong.
You rated wrong and you were harsh. So you were harsher than I was.
I like thin crust pizza, and I didn't know the rules.
You're Italian too, right?
I am Italian.
So they always are harder on the pizza because it's like you're Italian,
Yeah.
so you expect great pizza.
I meant 6.2, guys.
better.
That's what I meant.
Only my fans will care about that. So yours, well, they'll be like, who's this old guy anyways complaining about anything?
All right, so time to sign the wall. You can pick whatever color you'd like. Wow.
I gotta put the last one out. You like the singers? That's what's going on?
Yeah, it's really good. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Dave,
Thanks for having me.
for letting me do a pizza review.
You gotta come
and
back BFFs now.
I will see you on BFFs. Lots to talk about, I think.
It will be nice,
Will be nice, okay.
maybe.
Will Josh still keep his voice that deep, or is like that just on the podcast? Because that's not how his voice actually
Is that so?
He talks like this on the podcast. Like, I swear.
All right, that's great. That's great. See, that's good. But now I'm excited. That earlier when you're like, I'm funny, that was funny. That was funny. That was good. I'm excited to bring that up.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Go watch the pizza review on his channel, and we'll see me on the podcast, I guess. Love you all. Stay tuned to see who could possibly be the next guest on the show. Bye.
Coming up next week on the Early Late Night Show.
Today's actually our 6th month.
Is that a question?
No, I just wanted to bring that up.
We're gonna do duck rillettes.
Oh my God, I can't tap out. I can't.